Hey guys. So I'm here to do a general love reading. This will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. As always, these readings are general. They're for the collective. So if anything here doesn't resonate for you, I just want you to leave it for someone who needs to hear it. And remember that there is no gender in tarot. I'll pull two separate energies. The first I'll call your energy. The second should be your person's, but if they fit better in the opposite, just switch sides. Same goes for cross watchers. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. If you need to book a private personal reading, all that information's in the description below. Tell me about Aries and love, please. Okay, we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So for your overall energy, we have the Seven of Wands, Five of Cups, the Magician, Virgo, Gemini energy. We have the Four of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Sun, Leo energy, Two of Swords, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So there may have actually been some family tension for you. I say this because it seems like there was a period of depression that you seem to be sort of like trying to protect yourself from on a newer journey. And again, with these two cards, we're probably dealing with, some real family issues here. Maybe like, some type of acceptance of a family dynamic or kind of what was really going on. So I feel like you're happy that there's kind of this new thing going on here, and I'm not sure, if it is actually with the family or if it is, with your partner here. But there seems to be some type of harmony that wasn't there before. And there's this guarded energy that we're going to kind of lose that. I do feel like the main goal here is to sort of like overcome some traumatic experience in this that's left you with probably some type of long-term like underlying sadness, depression. So I feel like the goal here now is to sort of like learn about the self and what we're doing here and sort of like relearn experiences so that we can understand them from a different point of view, to sort of heal a part of us that's broken off because of some type of familial trauma. So perhaps all of this newness is not even about a partner or the family. It's like this full new chapter in life where we're finally better understanding ourselves, and perhaps like some underlying depressive stuff here. We'll just say stuff. Because for everybody that's going to be kind of different. Some people like literally suffer from depression, and some people, have some trauma related stuff here. So the goal here is to work on the self and to correct our mental health based off of this. Okay? What I really like here, though, is that it's from like this positive perspective, but there is still like a bit of guardedness to this. Or perhaps you're just realizing that you're sort of guarded towards relationships because of this. So for the person on your mind, we have the Hangman. This is Pisces energy. The Tower. Aries Scorpio energy. The High Priestess, Cancer Pisces. The Two of Wands. The Page of Pentacles. The King of Cups. Wow, I don't know where my brain just went. The Queen of Cups. Wow. The Eight of Cups. The Three of Pentacles. The Chariot, Cancer energy. The Ten of Wands. I feel like whoever's on this side had this complete like shift and perception. I feel like it's almost like from this person's side, when they kind of changed the outlook of it, it was really kind of shocking to know that I'm not sure what was going on here, that perhaps there were some almost like unconscious decisions being made on this person's end. High Priestess and the Two of Wands sometimes can be like that, like hidden intention behind a choice. Now, what's interesting is this person does see you as a pair, the King and the Queen of Cups. So I feel like this person sort of, I feel like you're separated from this person because you have all this newness going on, but also this period of sadness. And this person has this Eight of Cups energy, which is sort of like abandoning a situation, but at the same time, the Eight of Cups really isn't always necessarily like a choice. It's the opposite of that. It's feeling like there is no choice but to go. Perhaps this person sort of like, how to explain it? this person might have a tendency to sort of always have like a different intention than perhaps what's at the surface. And this could have been a pattern that they actually weren't aware of with you, or with anyone, perhaps. There is some inner guidance to that now. So I feel like this person may, in the current, is attempting to kind of talk, but it's almost in a weird sense where they feel like the two of you can kind of work the connection out together and move it forward, but first some things have to be dropped. And I feel like they feel it's on their end, but I feel like you feel like it's on your end. It was like that awakening type energy where like one person kind of like woke up to their own shit and sort of, you know, may have gotten, like they might be waking up to their defensiveness, you know, this energy. And the other person sort of started introspectively looking into their own shit here, you know. We have the 9 and the 10 of Wands, so there may be some commonalities in attachment style or something here, where it's sort of being recognized on both parties' ends, where you may be seeing, you know, an individual as sort of manipulative, but you're looking at it from a perspective of why you can be manipulated in some type of familial setting. This person's looking into why they are manipulative or why they act like this. So there's an awareness between both people now. Okay, so what's coming up here for Aries? We have strength, Leo energy. Excuse me. The 7 of Swords. The Page of Cups. The Moon, Pisces energy. The Page of Wands. The Devil, Capricorn energy. 6 of Cups. The 9 of Swords. The Queen of Wands. The King of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Death, Scorpio energy. This is such an interesting energy. The thing with this person is that even though they recognize that they may be quite a bit manipulative or they may be bad at decision making, I don't necessarily see another chance on your part, because you feel that the way that you're treated by this individual is maybe part of like a pattern that you present. You know, because if we look into sort of like the histories of our relationships, we can say, hey, everybody I ever dated was toxic, which probably means I am too. Let me figure out why, right? So I see here this person actually is sort of recognizing that they do, you know, it's like they're taking the accountability on a certain extent. And they may be sort of looking into their own, you know, issues. The problem is when they're having this conversation with you, I feel like you honestly believe that this is just part of the manipulation. because you feel like you need to restrain yourself from this person, that they're just deceptive, that their intentions are hidden, that they offer very little, and that they're quite immature. Basically actually seeing this person as a toxic tie, or almost obsessive in nature on both parts. I feel like that's how you're seeing it, that it's not like a, this person is specifically obsessed with you, that there's also this obsessive side to this from your end. And understand, when I say obsessive, I don't mean that you're like stalking somebody or something. What I mean is that you have a hard time separating from this person, that there's that bond, this weird pull to it, despite the fact that it isn't good for you. I don't feel that you have the mental capacity to sort of dive back in to see if things can change, despite a person finally taking accountability. You're actually seeing the accountability as being a form of manipulation here. So what I see is you kind of being a little more confident in sort of leaving this person, because death is here. There's sort of this break where the reality is this person's probably not going to change in your perception, that they're deceptive. But I feel like it's more than that. I feel like they trigger you into somebody you don't like to be. And for you, I feel this is death is the last card out. So it's not just an ending, it's also a transformative energy, where you didn't just end this relationship, you've now killed a part of yourself. And obviously life has huge changes after that. In the advice, I have the Ace of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Three of Swords. I feel like what's being said here in the advice is that you aren't wrong. That this offer it may seem genuine, it may seem apologetic, it may seem that this person, is actually quite remorseful in their reproach, but the reality is the Ten of Swords and the Three of Swords, that's 13 swords that have been stalking you here. The heartbreak is real, and it's a pattern that will continue. And I feel like that's what you figured out here. That is very cyclic. And again, you feel like, especially with the Four of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Sun, that you're back on track. So you may have done some like dark night of the soul type of thing, and sort of came out the other end of that. And this may be why you're so defensive. So maybe, and for some of you with this healing family issues, it could be that recognition of the pattern with the parent, or it could be, the support of the family coming in to say, well, this, could be part of it, and this is how maybe there's just that support from the family that you may have felt like you didn't have before. But for a lot of you, it's just that this is a pattern since childhood type of thing. So we have honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together, and retreat under that. So again, this person is trying to come in with an apology and somewhat of a conversation here. We have expect powerful change, and nothing will come of this situation. It's kind of like you're just a few steps ahead of this person now. we have trust. The robin trusts her wings, not the branch she sits on. That's all about intuition, right? And risk. Learn to grow wherever you're planted. So this is sort of just like complete acceptance. This is who this person is. This is why I was with this person. This is my tendency. This is why, right? And now I just need to grow from here. So it really is like acceptance. And you may be sort of spending a lot more time by yourself, where it's saying like, oh, I see like this profound like transformation on your end. And even though it is the end of a cycle here, I just feel like despite the fact that you are the one being probably lied to, manipulated, in some instances, perhaps cheated on, the devil, the Seven of Swords, could have been dealing with some serious like mental health crises type of person. And sort of the exchange that happens when you finally remove yourself from the abuse. Because that's what this looks like. Okay, that's what I have for you guys. And I'll see you soon.